All right, so now you can hear me, I'm sure. I know there was no sound. I was too busy concentrating. I couldn't talk at the same time as I was doing everything else. Plus, I had a couple other things going on while I was trying to do that. So, but anyway, welcome to LordSkunk.com and welcome to the LordSkunk.com YouTube channel. Um, Skunk is still busy, so you're stuck with me, Grande Patron. Um, we're gonna talk about a bunch of things today. First of all, what the heck was that cryptic message that we got on the forums? I mean, not the forums that we got in game about the darkness is coming. What the heck was that? Um, I have no idea what that was, but I know the forums are going crazy over it. Um, it was a very strange message. Who knows? Maybe they're it's probably just a normally they would give us a little bit more info than that. Um, but who knows? Maybe it has something to do about the separatist tag. Maybe it has something, because we got a bunch of characters with the separatist tag. Um, uh, uh, but who knows? Um, we'll just have to see what happens. I'm not sure, but that would be my guess is that it has something to do with the separatist tag, or it has something to do with potentially a new character coming back. A new character coming out, potentially a new dark side character, maybe. Whenever they say something like, or a new dark side event, um, who knows? Those would be those would be my guesses. Hello, Zorus XD. Hello, everybody. Hello, Sias. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Wes. Um, hello, KDUB47. Um, you guys can't hear me. All right. Well, let me try to raise the volume on what I'm saying so you guys can hear me. Make sure my volume is all the way turned up, and I will come in here and look at and make sure that you guys can hear. I apologize if you can't hear. So let me just make sure that this is all the way up. That's probably better. You could probably hear me better now. Yeah. Hello, Bane. Palpatine would be cool. Tell me if the sound's a little better now. You guys can hear me a little bit better. Um, Marcus, how's it going? Um, how's it going, everybody? Just kind of working on this. Got to work on my paycheck. There's my paycheck. Trying to make sure that you get them crystals. As you could see, I'm a little low on crystals at the moment. So just trying to check on that, and we'll get it here in just a couple of seconds. I don't know what it shows on your screen, but it shows on mine about 14 seconds. So we will definitely check that out, uh, and go from there. Good. I'm glad it's much better. I'm glad you guys can hear. I will jump in Discord in just a minute. The first thing that I wanted to do was, and there you go. We got our payout. We got, oh, somebody sniped me right at the end, it looks like. Let's see if we got it or not. I'm not sure if I got it or not. Not sure. Let's see if we got it. I'm not sure if we got it or not. Oh, look at that. Sniped me for rank 1 to rank 5. Oh, right at the end. Oh, man. What a bummer. Oh, well. It happens. Oh, but what a bummer. Oh, let's figure out who was it who did it. I'm sure it's one of these guys who did it. Let's see. Oh, it was my boy Kane. Oh well, it happens. So we better. I'm going for Nebbit in the shipments right now. I'm kind of putting some. Hello, Panda. Going for Nebbit. Still trying to finish up. Um, Lando. My goodness, that's been a tough one for me, and I don't want to spend the crystals on that at the moment. And then been coming over here and been going for a little bit of Dachka, trying to get that rolling. And let's see, I don't think there's anything in here that I just have to have, so we'll leave the shard shop alone for the moment. come in here and look and see if there's anything in the in our shipments. There's a few things in here we might take a look at. It's always good to get those. And the rest of this stuff I have so much of, it's not even really worth it. Just check and make sure we did everything we're supposed to. Oh, we got one more of those to do. That we can get out of here. So we'll make sure that one gets done. And then I don't know if this is kind of how you guys roll, but you know the right after your payout. Yeah, no, it sucks. What are you gonna do about it? It's okay. There's really nobody I'm going for in here, so we'll just leave that alone. See if there's anybody in here for the shipments. Oh, Boba's wanting some stun cuffs. If I didn't own just one, Boba, I'd give it to you. Sorry, buddy. I think he's got a little bit of time. Probably one of my other members will give it to him. So anyway, that's kind of the deal. You know what? We'll go back and we'll give Boba that stun cuff. Just because he's my buddy. Yeah, we'll donate it. You got a little bit of time left. You'll see here we got this. Got all my contribution. My contribution is up in a few minutes here, so we'll go ahead and kind of let that roll out. A couple of things that we wanted to talk about with this cryptic message is it's time to open some chromiums on stream. For those of you who don't know, I am not a big chromium puller, and here's kind of how you can tell I'm not a big chromium puller. Here's all the chromium characters. You know, is there any chromium character I even have? I don't think there's any. Darth Maul, I have 2 shards of Darth Maul and 10 of Wedge Antilles because he's a daily login character. And Cody 0, Echo 0, Sunfac 0, Shaman 0, Wessel, Zam Wessel, Rex, Super B2 Super Battle Droid, nothing, and Geonosian Spy. So we're definitely not opening any chromium packs here on the stream today. But we're gonna jump in here into Discord and kind of see what's going on here today. See who's in here. I bet you Kane's actually watching the stream. That's how he was able to do that. But we will check it out and see. That's probably why he's able to know when to snipe me, but who knows? Let's scroll down here and see who is in the chat here, and see who's kind of already set up. Looks like you got some. Looks like we got some boys here in the guild leadership. I'm gonna jump over here into guild chat, and we'll jump right in there, and see how it's going. Let everybody know we're at teamskunk.com Discord. If you don't know about Team Skunk, you can go to teamskunk.com, lordskunk.com, and you can get in there, and you can join our Discord. You can join one of our guilds. You can go to teamskunk.com, and you can we can chat about who you're using, how to get better in arena, how to get better in what you're doing. We got some questions in here. One is, what would you recommend for someone who just turned level 80? Absolutely. Lord Lunar said it best. Get your omegas. Always make sure you're completing your dailies, and then just work on increasing your stable. I mean, you can kind of see on my screen, as a what did I do first? First I made sure I pushed all my arena guys up to level 80. Then I came back and started working on the next area, because once you get up really pretty high in arena, it takes a little bit for you to get up there. But once you get up there, then your galactic war can be kind of hard. So so the first guys I got up were the guys I use every day in arena, and then I went back and got some other characters, and I slowly work on some of these other characters. I'm slowly leveling up Resistance Pilot. That's probably my next one. I'm gonna try to save some crystals because we have a couple characters here that I think would be pretty good. And that I'm gonna work on leveling up. I've always had this idea about a droid team being good, so I'll probably work on leveling that up, and then also gear. I know Panda's mentioning gear. Just work on gear. Make sure you're careful about which gear that you're putting on certain characters, and and uh, and kind of see how that is. But anyway, that tends to work out pretty well. Um, I know that there are a couple of you. We got a couple people in here in chat with us. If anybody wants to join, into the voice chat, by all means, come in here. I'm in guild chat on teamskunk.com, and we could kind of go from there. It looks like we got a bunch of guys in guild leadership right now. I don't know if they're having a big conversation or not, um, but we will. I don't want to just jump right in there because I don't know if they're um, if they're having a special conversation or not. Um, we will check and see. Um, but anyway, that's kind of yeah. One more Vader shard. That's right. Somebody saw that. I need one more shard of Vader to get Vader to 6 star. Pretty excited about that. Pretty bummed that it's just one more shard, but it is just one more shard. Hopefully, I'll see that in shipments because I've got quite a ways to go on some of these achievements before I can get there. I got to get some more mods. Got to fight a ton of arena battles. Got to buy a ton of stuff. You don't get anything from the benefactor, and then you don't get anything from any of these mod challenges. So got quite a ways to go on those deals. Um, anyway, we'll just have to go from there and see. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I see we got Tie Fighter from Row. How you doing, buddy? I don't know if he's got his mic.
Doing good, my friend. Sorry about that. Had to walk away from the family.
Oh man, I know how that goes. Well, so you got the cryptic message in game, right? When we had the client restart about an hour ago or so. Did you? I have. I don't know, man. Um, I don't know at all what that was. I have no clue. I mean, I have maybe some. Hold on. Let me bring your volume up. Let's check your mic again one more time. I don't think they could hear you.
How are you doing?
There we go. Now we can hear everybody. Okay. Zurin's in here with us. That's awesome. Um, we're gonna go over a little bit of his
How are you
mod
doing?
tool here in just a minute. And somebody's got their mic going back through, so we'll have to double check that a little bit. We're gonna go back and beat this guy just because I'm a little bit perturbed that I got sniped out. But and I'll kind of show you how this team works. But on the while we're kind of going over that, what did you guys think of the message we got? Zurin, thoughts?
Maybe the raid.
Yeah,
No.
I'm like I said, I'm not real sure what what the heck was going on with that, and why we got it. It was they definitely didn't explain very much, did they? Um,
I thought they could be releasing Emperor Palpatine soon. That
man,
could be a sign.
wouldn't that be sweet?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
But who knows if they're going to really release Palpatine or not? Um,
Mm.
they've talked about it before. I mean, they've never said yes, we're going to do it, but I'd like to. It's got to be something like that, don't you think? Some kind of really cool dark side character.
Yeah.
That would make the most sense.
Or another theory is they could be buffing Darth Maul up.
Buffing who?
Darth Maul,
Maybe. Wouldn't that be Wouldn't that be nice? They're buffing Darth Maul. That would be super cool. I'd love
Yeah.
to. I'd love to see that. Um, um, I'd love to see us with a really sweet Darth Maul. I don't know if they're gonna do that or not, but I'd sure love to see it. It is already in the spoilers. Somebody's mentioning in chat. It is already in the spoilers. That is true. So you know, it's definitely a possibility that that we'll get him. We'll just we just don't know when. And you know, my first thought is that you know, with the droid event, with the tank challenge coming out, the whatever it is, the ATST or whatever it's called, that the tank challenge that we're getting with Grievous. Um, I don't think you'd see Palpatine as the character for that. I mean, I could be wrong, but you know, my thought is that you'd see somebody else like I think you're gonna see R2D2 in that challenge. Me personally, but
What for the reward?
or who?
For the reward, or
Yeah, for the
you fight? Oh, okay.
yeah for the reward. I'm saying you're probably gonna see like an R2D2 type reward for that. I mean, I could be wrong. I think I'm gonna lose this freaking battle, but um yeah, I'm gonna lose this battle. I can already tell. You know, I think that's what you're gonna see as the reward. I don't think it's gonna be Han Solo. That's for sure. It's gonna be some kind of new character. But who knows? Maybe it might be somebody. Maybe it might be somebody like Palpatine. I mean, we kind of need another Sith, don't we? More,
Yeah.
more than we need. More than we need somebody like a. Um, let's say. I mean, because if we did a droid, we don't even know if light side droids and light side and dark side droids are even gonna like synergize, or if they're just gonna, or if they're just gonna, you know, maybe not have any synergies at all. Who knows? Who knows what the answer is? No idea. Um,
Yeah.
it's all guesses at this point. The the one thing I did want to look at was I, I've been using. Let's see if I can transfer over to that. I've been using Zurin's tool, which I know you guys kind of went over it before on the last stream a little bit, but I actually took the time to enter in all my stuff and move the mods around, and it's kind of sweet, man, how it's working out. And so I want to kind of go over that a little bit because I wasn't. It took a little while to enter it, so if you're not sure about Zurin's tool, I took the time to enter it, and I want to show you what all I did. So I entered in all these mods. So I entered in every mod I had, every mod, even way down to the low mods, and I put them all in because I said okay, and then I said let's put the best mods for the right characters, and it did move a bunch of mods around. My first thought was I got to get my arena team modded up the way I wanted, and then I said okay, let's work on the on the my raid team, and so that's kind of where I'm at right
Patron?
now. Yeah,
You gotta refresh.
I got to refresh.
Yeah, I updated it. So just be sure you have your data still there. That's probably there.
You mean you've updated since one point
Since
1.
4, yeah.
What are you at now?
1.5.
Oh, okay. When did you do that? Oh, there it is. Look,
10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago you just did it. So everything is still there.
Yeah, some useful things.
So there's Ewok Elder. I just put a bunch of stuff on Ewok Elder, and then I'm gonna level up some of these mods so that they're you know, so that Ewok Elder is fully modded out. But this is what it says are the best mods for Ewok Elder. So you know, I'm gonna put the rest of these mods on there for him, and get ready for the next raid and kind of see how that works out. And just so you kind of get an idea of what I did for Ewok Elder.
Yeah, that I think you can see the new tab there. You can compare your equipped stats, the mods you have, with the build that you generate. so you can compare stats now.
Okay, so which tab is this on now? So we went to the options.
When you have the build open, it's gonna show you the build. If you equip that build, it's gonna show you the stats you gain, and on the bottom it says current equipped stats.
Right. So okay, so here you go. So like if you look at, so this is what would happen um with my Ewok Elder when I get all of these on here, right? And one of the ones that's interesting about this is that so the current way it's equipped, he'll have, he's got 16 and some change for health points. When I get it equipped, he's gonna have 19k and some change for 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 uh for HP. So, and there's some other things too that are going to go up, like for example, look at how high his tenacity goes up. His tenacity from my current equip is 33.08, and it's going to go up to 61.73. That's pretty sick increase, on the character, just by equipping these mods. So, there's some other stuff here too that goes up. Look at his defense. His defense is going to go.
Defense is broken. Before you say anything.
Defense is broken, but his speed, his speed's going to go up. Even the protection is better. So I'm definitely going to put these mods on him, and then kind of go from there. One of the things I've done is I've basically taken the approach that you pretty much got to be 7-star before you get mods. And so I'm just gonna kind of go through the rest of my list. After I've done my main arena team, I'll probably go back and do my main GW team. And after I already did my main arena team, plus the alternates for my arena team, and then I'm gonna go back and do the and I did and finish off the first raid team that I use, and then I'll probably go back and do my GW team, and then flip back to the rest of the guys I run in the raid, just to get a little bit more, because I think I was no. I don't think. I know. I was very. I had mods, and here I can kind of show you. Let me switch back over to that. You will see how crazy I had mods just sporadically placed on people. It's like, it's a mess, right? And so I don't know if you guys are like me, and I'll tell you exactly how this happened. I got mods on all these characters in crazy spots because it was really quick. We're about to have a raid. I need to put these mods on these guys, or really quick, I need to get these mods on these characters because I'm about to do a mod challenge, and I need to put some mods on them. So let's just throw whatever we have on them as best we can. Well, that's not a very great way to compare things. This tool gives you a much better way to compare what you've got going on. So by all means, definitely do that. We got a couple of questions here in chat that I kind of wanted to go over a little bit. One of the questions is, I really need to level up my rebels. Are there any suggestions? That's from Aaron Rivas. I don't know which rebels you're working on. As far as free-to-play rebels, I'd probably say you'd want to go with Akbar, Leia, Lando, Stormtrooper Han, and then that 5th spot can be filled by anybody. Right now, I would probably say that the 5th spot that most people are betting on is Biggs, based on the fact that Wedge will become free to play at the end of the month. And then the other one, another guy said, "What if it's a huge buff?" This is Michael Orizo. He says, "What if it's a huge buff to Sith characters? It would be a huge meta change." Absolutely. Sith needs some love pretty badly. There's only 5 of them. They don't synergize very well together. I'd like to see that. And one of the Sith is Vader. So if you wanted to run a full a full Sith team, one of your guys is 6-star at best. Maybe if you've just really been playing a long time, he's 7-star. So that would be cool. And then Matsuga is saying the same thing I've said, which is that Maul and Savage should be buffed like Wedge and Biggs. You're absolutely right. They're brothers. I mean, effectively, brothers should, work together as well as best friends since childhood. So I definitely think there should be some synergy between Maul and Savage. without a doubt. Um, or it could be an Empire event, absolutely. So anyway, that's kind of what I think about the about those items. One thing is we did not get a developer update to this month. I mean this on Friday like we normally do. So like if you run over here to the forums and you look, the last time the devs said anything was August 8th. We had an update to an update on August the 8th, and that was the last time we've had anything. In fact, SWGOH, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but SWGOH will actually track whenever the devs say anything, and the last thing the devs said was here on the 8th. So then they said, "Hey, have a we got one thing on the 12th that said, "Hey, here's a new trailer," which is cool. But that's about it. So we don't really have like a whole lot. I think it's the calm before the storm. I don't know what you guys think, but that's kind of what I think is that it's the is that it's the calm before the storm. What are your thoughts on that?
Uh, should be fun, I guess.
It should be calm.
Should be fun.
Oh, it should be fun. Yeah, it should definitely be fun. So, I guess just prepare for whatever you think is coming next, and just have fun and play the game. I guess we're all wigged out about the fact that we don't get a developer update. But in all honesty, the game does not have to change every week. It doesn't have to be a new game every time I open up my game every week, does it? It can actually
No.
sort of be the same for a couple of weeks, which would be super nice. So anyway, that's one thing to think about. I wanted to kind of if anybody here in chat has not taken a look at lordskunk.com, we do have the lordskunk.com website that will where we talk about what Daniels Jack talked about last week, which was the mods and the top mod set bonuses. We also have the Team Skunk area, so you can find how to join Team Skunk right here, and it shows how to get into our Discord, how to do all that kind of stuff. We have some guides in here where we show you like different things as far as like how to what are the best things to look at. Riemann is doing a bunch of character reviews and a bunch of different potential things here. We got Zurin's guide in here. So if you're looking for some information on this game, by all means, take a look at some of this stuff. We got a couple questions. Another question here in chat, which is, my guild is running tier 4 raids. How about some low level people? We have some low level people. Should Tebow be banned from phase 1? And Panda kind of answered it, which said, I'm not sure a 4-star Tebow will be very effective. I could put, we had a guild, a Team Skunk guild that at one point did ban Tebow from their raids. I think they have since not banned him. They have since unbanned Tebow from the raids. Why would you handicap yourself? If somebody put in the time, energy, and effort because they're thinking about it to go for Tebow, I don't know why you would get upset about that. And why you would say something like, "Hey, you're gonna have to ban the character." But to each their own. If you guys come up with that agreement, that's cool. My typical thought is, the less rules you can have in a guild, the better, because then it's the less chances for someone to screw up and forget and make a mistake. Whether that's intentional or unintentional.
Yeah, what I think is you should have a percentage cap on how much damage an individual player can do, so everyone gets a turn, if you know what I mean.
Well, so I definitely agree with the everyone gets a turn idea. I think everybody getting a turn is super important. I'm not so sure that you know, uh, that putting a cap, because here's the reason why I'm not so big on the cap idea is there is a way for everyone to get rewards even if somebody has zero damage. So there's a way where you can run a guild where everybody gets um, everybody gets a reward as long as they have a character that they can put in. To me that seems fair. I mean, if you have a guy with one level, if you're doing tier 7 raids and he has one level 7 character, he can go in and hit for zero damage, and he will, he'll still he'll still get a reward, whether it's 50th position or 49th or whatever. The fact that somebody can run that raid and get, you know, 4 million damage, well, it's because they're better, or because they've worked on the right characters, or because they understand the game mechanic better. Um, I mean, I think that
Yeah, yeah.
I think that that saying, oh well, this guy doesn't he doesn't deserve it, or something I kind of have a little bit of a problem with, I guess, because I feel
No,
like
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like he would be able to like really just win every time, but you just kind of cap down the damage so some other people, even though they're better, like their time zone might be stuffed up, so they always get like the bad end of the raid, if you know what I mean.
sure.
So like he does less damage, so they can do a little bit more, maybe get better rewards.
So you have 24 hours. That's a good. I mean, let's talk about it. You have 24 hours to finish a raid, right? So there's nothing that says that it has to be done in an hour and a half.
Yeah,
I mean, you could theoretically, run that raid for 9 hours or 12 hours, right? And if you ran that raid for 9 hours or 12 hours, then you wouldn't have that issue, because if you don't open up your game in 9 to 12 hours, then you got a particular issue. I know too that there's a you're never going to find a perfect time for everybody. It's never
yeah,
going to happen. And so I know a lot of times what we've done in Team Skunk Omega is we've decided that we're gonna we're gonna rotate our raid time um, every every 2 days by 3 hours. So if we have a raid that starts at noon, the next raid starts
yeah.
at 3, and the next raid starts at 6 and 9, and then midnight, and then
Oh
3
yeah,
a.m. So that no raid is perfect for everybody,
yeah,
but no,
yeah, yeah,
but and there will be a terrible raid in there somewhere. But at
yeah,
least it's the same good or the same bad for everybody, if that makes sense.
yeah.
That's exactly how we run it in row. Yeah.
That seems to work out pretty good for us. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it works out.
Yeah,
Um,
there's sometimes you have to set your alarm for 3 a.m.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Um, you just
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
you
Like,
know
yeah, that's good. So like someone, if you, it's kind of like the arena, how the different time zones people are first in different times in the day,
yeah,
and that's how that kind of works. If
yeah,
you kind of know what I mean.
yeah. Now here's something interesting. I just had my we're gonna flip back over here to my screen because everybody asked this question. Um, we are going to show how to not get the bug. I know I've showed this before, but we're going to show it again, um, because everybody wants to ask about how to not get the bug. So I just got. Does everybody understand what the bug is? Um, oh, hey, thanks, Lord Skunk, for coming in and saying thanks for holding down the fort. I want to show you guys. Make sure I got this flipped over right. I don't know if you guys can see the screen yet or not, but I want to show you what the bug is and how it works. So if you if you if you come in here and you look in your guild activities, now it says 0 for me. Um, and so you come in here and you look, And of course, these guys are talking in chat. Let's see where I ended up on my ranks. I ended up 13th. So now I've got all my my coin. Let's come in here. I don't need any of those people. We're gonna come in here into the Manage tab. We've talked about how to fix the bug before a bunch of times. Now we want to come in here and look at the coin. If we look right here and we scroll down to my name, since I'm an officer in here, we'll see that donations. We want to go to daily. We want to look right here. You see how it still says 600 right here on my screen? If it still says 600 on my screen, do not spend energy. So we'll come back out, and we'll look again, and we'll see if it's here. So this screen shows 0. Come back in here and look at this, and look at the guild screen again, and just make sure that it still shows 600. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna flip back over here for a minute, and I'm going to restart. I'm gonna restart my app. I'm gonna shut this app down, and then after I shut the app down, we'll restart the app, and we'll see if that doesn't help it. But effectively, what's going on is that I know it. Panda's all upset because Logan got the bug. I see the bug already on Logan's screen. You know, you can already tell that Logan got the bug because he started spending energy right after the deal. And I'm not. I think that's gonna mess him up today. So now I've restarted it. I just restarted the app. Let's flip back over here so you guys can see it. So now I restarted it. Go in here into the activities, the regular daily activities screen. I still show 0 of 600. Right? Now we're going to come back over here, and we're going to go into the guild, and we're going to see if I have what I look like. So everybody's zeroed out, including myself. I'm right there. I'm zeroed out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back. We're going to come back over here, and we're going to look at the activities. The activity for today is light side battles, right? So I got plenty of energy for light side battles. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to select one light side battle. So we're going to do this 8D battle. We're going to do it one time. So I did this light side battle one time. So now we're going to come over here, and we're going to look at the activities. It shows that I have 20 energy now on my daily activity, right? So we know this screen is working correctly. Now we're going to come back over here into the Manage tab, and we're going to see, look right here, it doesn't show 20 yet. See how it shows me as a 0? Sometimes I think that it takes a while for the server to communicate. So we're going to go into a different screen just for a minute, come back over here, go back to the Manage tab, and look, now it shows me as 20. Now that it's showed me as 20, right now whenever I come back over here, we're going to come back in here, and I'm going to do these other 2 battles. We're going to go ahead and sim it. See what happens. Back over here, look at the screen, and now it shows I got 60. Now I go back, and once I get it fixed, and I've double checked it, see how it shows me as 20? If I shut my game down right now, my game would not communicate back to the server that all this stuff is on. So after you spend the energy, you can't just stop. You can't just shut the game down. Like if I shut it down right now, if I did a force quit on this game, it would like not communicate back to the server. Now it shows me as 60. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see how I did it, and then it took a little while for it to figure itself out? It's really strange, and it's really freaking buggy. Like, it's really buggy. You have to, I know that was a bunch of steps to try and make sure that it worked out right, but it was a bunch of steps to try and make sure that it worked out right. It's just how it is right now. If you don't want to mess up your guild, then you don't want to mess up your guild's, coin, then you have to kind of double check some of these things. you kind of have to double check and see. Look, see right now, see how it says 60. We know I don't have 60. We know I have 180. But if I come, but it takes it like 20, like some time to do it. See how it's still not showing up? Sometimes if you have to like go back into another area and then come back and then go back to it, and it'll show up. See now here how it shows me as 180. It is the bug is annoying as heck, and I understand that they should fix it. I get it. I understand it's not your fault that this happened. I'm just telling you that it does happen, and since it does happen, you need to you need to be cognizant that it can happen, and you need to fix it so that it you need to watch what you're doing so that it won't happen again. If that makes sense.
Does it happen? Can it happen every day to you?
Yes, it can happen every day to you. If we come back in here and look, see how it says 180? Well, we all know I got way more than 180. Look right here. I got 400. See how I have 400 on this screen? But you come back over here into the guild, into the manage tab, and I still got 180. Now you go back into like a different area, and I don't know why it works where you go into a different area. But if you go into a different area of the game, and then you hit the manage tab again, and miraculously I'm at 400 again.
Okay, what I'm getting from this is that you know how you can stay on like the home screen and scroll across and you don't need internet to go there, but once you tap on something and you're not connected to the internet, it says connection, try again.
Yes.
What I'm getting from that is it needs to connect to the internet. So you go into your guild thing, it's not at what you go to your something else, you click on like arena or whatever, you connect to the internet, that's sent a message to the servers.
Yeah.
You go back and it's at 400. That's how it works. That's how
it's
working.
Like basically it's really easy to get bugged. And so you really have to be very you just have to be careful. I mean and you have to like know what you're doing so that won't happen.
I don't think it's like a bug. I think it's just kind of a stuff up in how they've made the game like connect to the servers and the internet, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's effectively you're playing this where it sort of is. You have a client and a server. So what we're playing on right now is the client. And what's happening is you're playing on the client has to communicate with the server. And if it's not communicating with the server for whatever reason, then your stuff's not getting registered.
Yeah, it's not getting auto-saved.
Yeah, and so you have to be careful about what it is that you're doing and about how it is that you're doing it. I mean, at this point now, if we look at it, I'm at my 600 already. I'm done, right? It shouldn't be it shouldn't be an issue anymore. So now I come back over here and I look in here and bam, I'm at 600. I'm done for the day.
Easy.
And we're done. But did you see but I want everybody at home to understand the bug and understand the process I just went through to make sure that I didn't get the bug. And I understand it was a bunch of clicking back and forth. I also never shut off the app, and I never shut off the phone so that it wasn't communicating back to the server. I think that there's a huge part of how that works. But anyway, that's the way I do it to make sure I never get the bug and to make sure I always get my 600. Have you guys been plagued by that, Type Pilot?
I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some of the issues in there. One of our members, Arkanos, he's been really good about getting together with everybody and explaining it, and we've been breaking it down for him. But yeah, we have been affected.
Yeah, Zurin, have you ever seen this or had any problems in Team Skunk X? Zurin?
Oh, I was muted.
Oh, okay.
Yes, all the time.
All the
You mean the currency, right?
yeah, I
The
mean
currency.
the how we're doing
Yeah,
the
all the time.
bug and how the currency all works. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, it's happening all the time.
It's happening all the time.
Pretty.
Anyway, I know I've talked about it multiple times about how to get rid of it and about how to make it better, but that's effectively what we do to get rid of the bug. So there you go. That pretty much covers what I kind of wanted to talk about today, which was the cryptic message. Get on lordskunk.com, get on teamskunk.com, look at the mod tools, that Zurin's produced. Don't get the bug. Um, Lord Skunk is all on my case about only 4 crystals. I promise you, it won't be 4 crystals by the end of the day. Um, it's just 4 crystals right now. but and then the other one was, where have the devs gone, and are we really upset about the fact that the game hasn't changed? And uh, uh, you know, um, the fact that it's okay that we don't have an announcement every week, and it's okay that we don't. The game doesn't change every week. Anybody else? Anybody else have anything they want to add?
Not really relevant to the bug
Yeah.
issue, but I was kind of curious if they made the whole Widge and Biggs synergy for the Rogue One movie.
Oh, that would be
Diego
sweet, wouldn't it?
Luna. Yeah, I still think they did, man. Diego Luna. I mean, I know they haven't announced his character name, but
Right?
man, I mean, he's Biggs. He has the mustache, and I'm
That'd
just
be
curious
super
if
sweet.
Wedge is going to be in there too. I think it's a tip of the hat.
Yeah. Well, we will. I definitely think there's something to that. I definitely think there's going to be a bunch more promotions coming out because of the because of the what's going on with
It-
with with the deal. I mean, with the new movie and stuff. So it'll definitely happen. You'll see some more
in the new
synergies.
trailer, just
Yeah, the new trailer just released. What was it, last week?
yeah, exactly. In the same month.
So we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. Uh, see what transpires from that. It's a lot of exciting stuff happening in the Star Wars universe. With the new movie coming out, and I dropped again. Somebody else decided to. All these guys that are Central Time Zone that are mad because I took the high payouts decided to come hit me again. So we'll definitely have to go back in there and buy some more crystals and hit somebody. But it's hard for me to stream and battle at the same time. So we'll do that, and then plus I have to enter in all my information to buy more crystals. What's your PvP team now? So my PvP team is like this. My PvP team at the moment is Old Ben, Royal Guard, Qui-Gon Jinn, Phasma, and Rey. That's the PvP team I'm using. Depending on if they don't have a taunt, if they're not running a taunt, like if they're running a droid team without a Nebbit and without without a Grievous, or even if they are a Grievous, just save Grievous for the end. He doesn't do any damage. You could potentially pull your taunt remover off the team, and put in somebody like a GS. Um, I'm working on Stormtrooper Han, wanting to see if I can get the double taunt going. And then also looking at some other characters, potentially trying to get them up so I can run them a little bit better at PvP. I've seen a lot of people have some good luck running fives in their PvP team. I've seen I've almost got to the point where I could run that full rebel team, but the mods, man. I mean, you got to get them with the good mods. That's the deal. Is you gotta get the right mods on them, and that's the reason why we have the tool. So that you have the right mods on a character like Leia. That you've got these mods where you want them and where you need them. It's definitely a a big deal. I get it. It's a lot of data entry. It probably took me where's my Anakin at? Yeah, I'm working my Anakin. Here's my Anakin right here. Let me show him to you. We're busting on Anakin's chops right now, so that I can get Anakin in the game. Anakin's got a little bit more to go, but Anakin is my hard farm, and you know, he's as soon as I basically got Lando up to 6-star in order to finish off the scoundrel mods, and to be able where I could get the scoundrel event done, and I was like, that's it, we're done. We're going for Anakin now, because I think I really need the Anakin and the AOE as my leader. So we're gonna be going full tilt on Anakin, getting him all the way to 7-star, so I can run him as my leader, because I think he's a little bit better leader than old Ben. Um, um, so Lord Skunk says he's running Anakin 5. He's running Anakin, Rex, Fives, Rey, and Leia. Switched out Anakin and Rex as leader depending on who's in the fight. That's a really great team. And if you have a Rex, Rex is insane with his tenacity up. Effectively, I found that in order to get anything to stick, whenever you're running a Rex leader, you have to bring in a debuffer like Qui-Gon, or Mace Windu, or Tebow, or whoever. But Qui-Gon's really the most utilitarian character. You have to bring him. You have to bring him in there, because nothing's gonna stick on your nothing's gonna stick on him with tenacity up. So you gotta pull the tenacity up off in order to get the stun to stick, or in order to get the whatever other debuff, whether it's slow or something else to do, or the stun from Ayla. Absolutely. So it's it's definitely a good team that Skunk's running there. And you got to make, now that both Anakin and Ayla are available in Cantina, I'll have to do that. But it's still running no Rex. We'll have to figure out who I put in that team instead, and go from there. And Anakin lead is useless. Fighting against droids, go with Rex. Absolutely. Rex right now is pay to play, and I don't pull chromium, Skunky D. You know that, so I'm not pulling chromiums at the moment. But you can get a Ayla. I think she's at 5. She's somewhere in here. There you go. 5B is Ayla, and then Anakin is way up here at the end at 7G. So, so that's something to look at. I switch my team around based on the team I'm fighting. I don't just run one team all the time. That's kind of been my normal way of doing stuff. And I kind of got stuck today a little bit because I was in the middle of swapping mods around and messing around with Zernfet's mod deal. So so as soon as I get the mods where I want them, I'll definitely have all my swaps back in there where I can make it all work. But absolutely, if you're not going for Anakin, you need to be. Ayla with her stun is pretty sick, and with her counter chance. You'll I don't have Ayla unlocked yet, but it's one of the ones I'm working on. But I think it's she has a huge counter chance and a stun chance. So Ayla's definitely another good character to go for. But Akbar is pretty sweet, but the problem with Akbar as a leader is that he still seems squishy. We come over here to SWGOH. Let's look at SWGOH and look at the difference between. Let me switch this thing out. Oops, where is it? Here it is. Let's switch over here to Akbar lead. If you look at Akbar versus Rex. Here's Akbar. Pull it up. Here's Akbar. Akbar's health is pretty low versus someone like Rex. You run a Rex lead, or Rex on the team instead. Rex's health Rex's health plus protection is better. Um, and his deals are better. But I could definitely see your point. You know, if you ran Akbar, Stormtrooper Han, Royal Guard, yeah, that would be a pretty sweet team. Um, like I said, it's one of my, I have all those characters 7-star. I just got to get the right mods on them, which I plan on doing today, so I can run a different team. Cause I'm getting a little tired. I'm getting a, I should do the double taunt with Akbar. I want to do something different. I'm getting tired of the old Ben lead. It's just I want to do something different. So I'm probably gonna work the mods and try to do something different. And go from there. But there's definitely some good teams out there. Anybody else got anything else? We'll make it a short stream today. Nothing. Come to Team Skunk.
No.
Come to TeamSkunk.com. Come to LordSkunk.com. Check out the mod tool. Check out our guilds. We got some amazing guilds. Doesn't matter what level you are. We will definitely find a guild for you. I think we're up to like some insane number, like 19 guilds or something. I didn't even look at it. I looked at it the other day and I was just like, is that really what we're doing? We had an insane number of guilds. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 guilds. So we have 21 guilds right now. 21 guilds is, what is that? It's like 1,050 people. So, yeah, dude, credits are the pain right now. Absolutely, I totally get it. So, but anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoy the game. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. And we will we'll catch you on the next stream. Either myself or Daniel's Jack will be streaming on Friday. Come back for Friday. We're gonna give away some ally codes. We're gonna have a great time, and probably have some new stuff for you guys. And hopefully, we'll know what the heck is going on as far as this cryptic message by then. So, see you next time. Bye bye.